money in your bank account is going to depreciate no matter what you do. So at least minimize the damage by having it in a place where it can grow. You know what I mean? Yo, Tobe, what is going on, guys? Today I've got a special different video for you guys. And today's video is not the normal self-improvement stuff. Today's video is more about investing in your future through stocks. It's whatever you want to call it, right? And I've been investing myself personally for about 6 months now. July to January is about 6 months, right? I was itching to make this video earlier, but I couldn't because I wouldn't have enough say or input on it. Even 6 months is early compared to how long I'm going to have my money invested. I know enough now where I can share and help people out, right? One of my close friends put me onto investing. I learned it, got into it, and I put my friends onto it. And we're all making money now. We're doing good. So now it's about time I share with you guys, my other brothers. The thing with investing, right, is that a lot of people think it's a scam. Like, oh, what if I lose my money? What if the stock market crashes? Like, there's all these what ifs, right? But you have to just put that aside because let's say the market were to crash, it's going to recover. If you're investing for the next 30, 20, 40, 50 years, what does one bump in the market even mean, right? But anyway, I really want to talk to you guys about stock investing your money, right? Because you don't really realize how much money you can seriously actually make. And it's not even money that you're working towards, right? Just put your money in one place and it will accumulate over time. As the value of a stock or an ETF increases, your money increases, right? It's that simple. What really got me to invest is I was thinking about it, right? Let's say you have, I don't know, 10K in your bank account, right? In 40 years, that money will still be 10K. If you do not touch it, it will remain at $10,000. It will not go up, it will not go down. If I were to have that same 10K in a Wealthsimple account, a Questrade account, even through your bank, if they invested it for you, that money could double, triple. Even if it weren't, you made 5K off it. You made 5K, right? So in my honest, humble opinion, no matter what way you look at it, it's a win. You're not losing any money. Maybe you go up 5K and you lose 1,000 and it goes up again. You're not going to lose that money forever. There's a whole lot of upsides to investing, and later on in the video I'm going to show you my Wealthsimple account, what I have invested in, and where you can pretty much get started. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can invest. You know, you can buy ETFs, exchange traded funds, where your money is bought into a ETF, which basically holds a whole bunch of different stocks. It's not just one stock. It's not just Apple. It's not just Amazon. It's a bunch, and there's different topics or regions for them. You can have ETFs that are technology based, healthcare based, whatever you're interested in, or whatever sector you think is going to do the best in the next 20, 30 years, you put your money into that one, right? So for me, for example, I have one that's just the top 500 companies in America, which is obviously going to do good. And then I have a technology one, and come on, we all know where technology is going. I don't need to really say much on that. You can also buy, individual stocks, like I said. And I have bank-related ones. I have Royal Bank, and then I have 2 other technology ones, chips, computer chips. But yeah, I want to put you guys onto investing because leaving your money in your bank account is getting it nowhere, right? If I leave 10K in my bank account, just leave it there. In 5-10 years, it's not even, no, let me put it this way, right? If I leave 10K in my bank account for the next 5 years, sure, I might still have $10,000, but in terms of where the economy may be headed, it might not be worth 10K. It might be worth 9 or 8 or 6, right? And the economy, as the prices go up, that money is worth less. You can't beat economy, so join it. Put your money into exchange traded funds where your money can grow over time. And the beauty about this is that it's tax-free. The savings account is tax-free. The money you make is tax-free. I'm not 100% sure, but I think, no, you're not even taxed when you take it out. I was going to say you're taxed when you take it out, but you're not even taxed when you take it out. It's completely tax-free savings and earnings, bro. And depending on what country you're in, you have to look at how much you can contribute per year. So for 2025, it's $7,000 for the year. Every year that you're over 18, I believe, you get $7,000 per year. So it accumulates over time. So I started when I was 19. So I think I have an extra $7K I can invest. You know what I mean? I don't remember the age it starts at. I think I don't think it's even 18. It might be younger. I think it's like 16. Because I know I have like 18K that I have 18K of contribution room. I think it starts at 16. I can't remember. So I'm from Canada. So if I went on the government's website, you can see. And I remember looking at it before I invested any money, so I was sure. I think I have like 17K, like 3 years worth of room. But anyway, you can invest up to 7K per year, and your money just accumulates, bro. It's a bank account. So for example, for me, right, I'm saving up to buy rental property or a house to live in, either or. By the time I get to 100K, right, let's say I've put in 100K, I might have made 50K off of that. It's literally free money, bro. It's free earnings. Just put your money into a stock and forget about it. One thing I cannot stress enough about this, bro, is you have to make sure you're reoccurring your investments, right? Every certain period of time, whatever you think is great for you, whatever is going to maximize your potential. So whether you want to invest your money every week, every day, every month, every 2 weeks, whatever is going to maximize you, do that. So for me personally, I do every 2 weeks, right? I get paid every 2 weeks, so it makes sense that way. So every 2 weeks I get paid $200 of my paycheck, no matter what, is going into my savings. So $400 a month, $100 a week, if you average it out, I'm investing. So, and it's reoccurring, right? You set it up so you don't think about it. It just goes. It just leaves your bank account every 2 weeks. It's been great. I haven't thought about it, and I've probably put in, since I started investing, probably a couple $1,000s just by doing that, right? And it's key, because if you're just putting in money when you feel like it, you're missing out on earnings. The stock market moves every single day. So if you're investing every month or every 2 months, you're missing 2 months of potential movement in the market, up or down. Obviously, the more frequent, the better, but daily is not really feasible for a lot of people. Most people, it's not. 2 weeks, every 2 weeks is good for me. It's a good time for the market to really set trends. Whether it's trending down or up, you'll notice that within 2 weeks. But don't get me wrong, right? If there's a dip and I have money, I'm going to put it in. But most of the time, I just keep to my 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, I can't stress this enough. I'm going to show you my portfolio later. You don't realize how much money you're missing out on, how much money you could be making just by having your money in a different spot. Money in your bank account is going to depreciate no matter what you do. So at least minimize the damage by having it in a place where it can grow. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't realize the advantages of investing their money. I'm not going to tell you what to invest in or where to start, but I will tell you to at least look into it, because your money's sitting in your bank. I can't say this enough. It's not doing anything for you, nothing at all. At least if you have it sitting in a place where it can grow, you're making money, you're minimizing the damage of inflation, of market movement, of overall the economy. And I think in 6 months I've made what, like $400? Sure, you might think, oh, you've only made $400 in 6 months, but I'm in this for the long game, right? That money's gonna be in there until I'm ready to retire, or until I'm ready to buy a property. That could be 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years. And if I'm making $400 every 6 months, I want you to do 400 times like 20, right? That's 5 years from now. Every 6 months times 10, that's $4,000, right? I made 4K just by having the money in that area. The small wins do add up if you keep your money in there for enough time. And it's not even like I have to work for that money. It's just being made because I have my money in a certain spot. Forget the crypto, forget the get rich quick schemes. Just put your money in a stock account, a Wealthsimple, Questrade, and just forget about it. By the time you're 50 years old, you're 45, you'll have a couple million in there, and you're chilling. You don't have to worry about where your retirement money is going to come from. It's right in your face, right? And my biggest thing for you guys too is that only put money in there that you cannot touch. Make a clause with yourself, right? I'm not going to touch this money. This is no longer money I can spend or use on something. If I want to buy a car, or if I want to go on vacation, I'm not taking money out of there to do that. This is not my money for that. Now, of course, if you're saving up for a vacation and you want to put your money in there, sure. Or if you're saving money for a car, sure. But if you have bigger goals in mind, that money's not there to be taken and like withdrawn deposits. You know what I mean? It's there to sit there and grow. So for me, my money's not being touched, right? I don't even count it as money I have, because it's not meant to be touched for, reasons I might want it for. I have bigger goals with that money, right? So that's my thought on it. That's my 2 cents, and I've been waiting to make this video because a lot of people don't invest their money. So many people don't. And I remember in grade 12, bro, I was in high school, in this one kid, bro. He kept telling me, he's like, yo, open up a Quest trade, open up a Quest trade. Because I kept talking about crypto, and he's like, bro, stop talking about crypto. He's like, open up a Quest trade. And I never did it. It took me 2 years after high school to realize, or 3 years to finally open up a savings account. And I'm sure he's made so much more money than me because of the fact that he's in it 2 years longer than me. And that's what I want to talk about in this video too, right? Compound interest. I've made $400 in 6 months because there's no compound interest on that, right? It's only been 6 months. I'm going to show you the curve, right? The longer you're in the game, the more you make. So you can't just hop in and expect big gains. If I'm in this for 10 years, I'll make more over a shorter period because of the compound interest. Overall, it's a win. Your money's going up, you're learning more, and you're investing in your future. So I don't see why you wouldn't invest in stocks. I'm going to show you guys my portfolio and the compound interest. And as always, boys, peace out. Look into this. I urge you to, man. I urge you. If you're below like 23, 25, even below 30, it's not too late because 30 to 60 is 30 years. I'm 20. I started when I was 19. So if I keep my money in there for 40 years, by the time I'm 50, I guarantee you I can retire at 50 if I keep this up. I guarantee it. So that's that. That's my 2 cents. See you guys in the next clips. But as always, peace out. And I'll see you guys in next week's video. I want you guys to lock in and realize this right now. So this is my Wealthsimple account right here. Move me up here. And if you guys look at my account quickly, as you can see, as time goes on, right? As time goes on, there's really only one way you can go, which is up. So I started in July, and the reason why it looks like I went high and then went sideways is because I invested a lot of money in the beginning. I invested, look, almost every day. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. I was investing like every day. And then I started doing it every 2 weeks. But as you can see, the main trend here is that you're going to go up, right? There's no real way that you can trend downwards. If you're investing into the right stocks, the right companies, the right ETFs, there's no real way that you should be going down overall as time goes on. There's no real way. Um, so pick the right things and watch your money grow. That's all there really is to say about that. These are the things I'm holding right now. I've got XIU, VFE, Taiwan Semiconductor, Royal Bank, QQC, Nvidia. Not too many. Keep your circle tight and watch your money grow. And then I want to show you guys this here too, right? And this is the power of starting early when it comes to investing. So on the left here, let's just call her Sally. You got Sally and you got Susan. So Susan started investing when she was 25 years old, right? And this is her curve, her trend line over time. And as you can see, between 25 and 30, you're not making too much money, right? Because you haven't been in the market long enough. The interest hasn't compounded yet. But as time goes on, you notice how you start to make more over less time. And that's the power of having time in the market. Now, if you look at her friend Sally, who invested 5 years later than her, she has the same trend line, but because she has less time, she doesn't have as much time to reach the heights that Susie did, right? And as you can see, what that means is that she misses out on about 400K, bro. Just because of the fact she wasn't in the market as long as Susie. So the gist of all this is that time in beats timing. So don't think, oh, when the price reaches this price, I'll buy. Or when it's below here, I'll do that. Just buy it, get in there, and let time do the work for you, right? timing beats time in beats timing every time. So, for example, me, right? I started at 19. So I'm before even the chart, right? I have about like 6 years on her. So I'll be even higher than her, right? And that's exactly how it works, right? So I urge you, man, please, bro. That's how much money, that's how big of a gap you're missing out on by waiting and procrastinating. Even if you're putting in, like 100 a month, 25 a week, like that's still better than just waiting on and holding zero, right? So I urge you, bro, at least, put a little something in there. And like it says here, you have 6K. If you put in 6K a year with a 7% return yearly, just waiting 5 years, bro, can mean almost half a mil. So I want you to understand that when it comes to the stock market, boys. Timing beats time in. I mean, time in beats timing. My bad. Excuse me. Every time. There's no way, or there's no scenario where timing the market beats time in. There's just no way. If you told me that, you worked out for 20 years straight and I started for 5 years, but I was training, more consistently, the 20-year guy would probably still be better than me. Time in beats time in. So, a little bit of a different video today, but I want you guys to understand and realize, bro, there's real money here. And all it takes is putting a little bit of your paycheck aside and realizing this at 20 versus 25 can mean almost $500,000, right? So that's that for today, boys. Different type of video, but very informative. Hope you guys learned a lot. And this is just the beginning of the research for you. Find out what you want to invest your money in, and it's fun because you can pick stocks you believe in, bro. It's cool. You know what I mean? So as always, peace out, and I'll see you guys next week.